Or she's hiding. Okay, we are live on YouTube now, I think. It's probably a 30-second delay. In the chat here, for everybody in the chat, I put the link to the YouTube chat. So if you want to read what they're saying, if they have questions or whatever, we can do that. So welcome everyone to the Patreon Hangout. And I think I need to stop calling it Patreon Hangout. Because all supporters can watch the video and hang out and chat in the chat. So I might call it Supporter Hangout. I'm not sure. Because now you can support on YouTube and Facebook.
Oh, so if any of them support at $5 or above, they can be in the video?
No, in the videos only for the Patreon $5 or more. Okay. Because on Patreon takes 5% plus credit card fees. YouTube and Facebook take 35%.
Wow. Oh, wow. Repeat it again.
Patreon takes 5% of what you pledge plus credit card fees. And YouTube and Facebook both take like 35%. Oh, so I don't get as much, but but they also don't have the option of paying less than $4.99. And I understand that Patreon is sometimes it's hard for some people to log in, or if you're using a different device, you have to confirm and you have to do all this. And Facebook, you're already on there. YouTube, it's really easy. So that's why I have those options available. Evelyn, what would you like to say?
When you say that on Patreon, they take a percentage and it's credit cards, is it also PayPal?
No, the credit card would be the PayPal fee, I think. Like if you use PayPal, there is a credit card, there is a fee.
There's a fee.
It's a 30, I think it's a 30 or 35 cent fee per transaction. So
it changes if you get into a big amount though, or it used to when I had my online store. I don't know if it still does.
It does depend. It's 30 cents per transaction, and then I think 3% for the amount. Something like that. I know if you pledge $1, I get 65 cents. If you pledge $2, I get $1.60. So I get a lot, like $1, I really don't get much. And it's a lot of work to have more and more Patreons, and that's why I have an assistant to help me. I couldn't do it without her. That's why the price to get all the new files went up to $2, and it's not going up again. I'm not going to
have been higher than $2, frankly.
Well, when you look at other people's Patreons, you don't get any rewards until you start at $5 on a lot of them.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
But some people say I took away the reward of $1, and I want to say I haven't. They still get everything they got. They still have all the files I've done in the past. That when they pledge that $1, they have not lost any of those files. They still can get those.
They just don't get the new ones unless they bump up to $2, right?
Oh yeah, Sheila Rogers, she's in the chat, and she just had surgery yesterday. So she says, I just got out of the hospital and I look too bad to be on video. We love you, Sheila.
We love you, Sheila. Sorry. But I was on video laying in my bed. Where was I at? Was I in rehab or hospital? I don't even remember.
Well, hoping for speedy recovery, Sheila.
Yes, speedy recovery. So today I'm going to have everybody can introduce themselves, and if they have a question, we'll do that. We'll kind of go in a line, and I think it's different with everyone. We're in a different order for you guys in video, and everybody on YouTube is watching my order that everybody is in. So when I say your name, maybe introduce yourself. If you have a question for me, or if you have a YouTube channel you want to advertise, I know some of you do, or anything like that, you can do that, or craft business, I don't care. You can advertise that. Or have any questions or anything. So we'll start with Glenda because she is the top left corner on my screen. So Glenda, if anybody has ever watched one of these videos, they know who Glenda is, but go ahead. Tell us where you're from.
Okay, I'm Glenda Canuti, and I'm Glenda from Glenda's Creative Place, which has been around for a long time. And I'm in Huntington Beach, California, right by the beach. It's like living in heaven most of the time until this winter, but we've had excessive amount of rain. And I do, of course, have a YouTube channel that I started, I think it was over 10 years ago. And then I had a bunch of health problems, so there's a big stoppage. But it's starting up again. I've posted a couple of things, and I've got a whole bunch of recordings that I have to edit. And that's Glenda's Creative Place, and I have a Facebook business page, and I'm a close to my heart consultant. I love unabashedly and unapologetically, I love close to my heart's product, and well, that's what I do. If you need any help with scrapbooking or anything with paper, home decor stuff, I'm your gal.
Thank you. Okay, Angela.
I muted myself because Corey's in the background. I'm Angela Stone, and I have a couple of businesses that I've been working through. One is Chuckature. So my Facebook group is called Chucking Angels. And then my other thing that I do is I'm a pastry chef, so I have angelic cakes. So you can find all my stuff on Facebook through that. And my page is Angelic Cakes by Angela Stone. I live in Michigan, mom of two. I have two boys, and my youngest one, he lives with me, so he's on the autism spectrum, and today's his birthday. He's 25.
Happy birthday, Corey.
I was waiting for a SpongeBob reference, dude.
Okay, thank you, Angela. And then next we have Evelyn.
Oh, hello, everyone. I'm Evelyn Elston, and I have a website that is Elston Expressions. And I have one video posted, but I have 2 or 3 reviewers. I live in Whittier, California, which is halfway between Glenda and Gloria. It's about 20 miles in from the coast and about 30 miles from downtown LA. I've lived in this house for about 28 years, but when my mother passed away, she gave me her house. So you think you got a mess, guys, you ain't got nothing on me. I have 2 houses, and the other person says, my friend, close friend says, the other's just a dollhouse. You just go over there and play. Well, I try and play every Saturday after Melody's videos are over, and fortunately have a wonderful gentleman that comes over and loves to work on things. I said, I had a tough upbringing, and he likes me because I tease him. I don't get it, but I tease him. I'm in Melody's OBS group. She teaches, if you don't know, how to do video making. And I have been helping out by printing, making handouts after the class and recording the videos and putting them up on the web so people can see them. So if you haven't signed up for the class and you're interested in learning how to make YouTube videos or learning how to make better YouTube videos, go join Melody. It's called Learning, I can't remember.
Learning live videos.
Video with Melody Lane.
Good, thank you.
And they have to be a $5, what is it, Melody? Is it
$5 Patreon.
$5 Patreon and above.
In the video.
Yeah.
I like to make lots of crafts, and I have been working really hard for the last couple of weeks. I jokingly say I started making pillows And I made some little ones. I don't know if you can see it. It has lace on the edge of it.
Hold
Is
on,
that
let me get it
iron-on on the front?
closer.
No, it was just a friend of mine has a curio cabinet, and at the holiday time, I try and make her a little pillow to hang, and I ran across just this felt.
Oh, got it.
One, and so I just glued it on. Well, you know, you can't stop there, so you have to make like the Irish pillow for somebody else, and that is iron on. And then you can't stop there. I also donate time and materials and things for a senior citizen place. So I made a bunch of lumbar pillows.
That's
It's
nice.
20 inches across and about 8 inches. And the last time I made them for a holiday, I made 2, and they were in the lounge, and they lasted about a day, and then they walked off.
Of course.
Uh-oh.
I was going to say I would walk off with that. Big
Well,
time.
the seniors took them to their rooms to have in their chairs. So this year I got a little bit smarter and I made 4 of them. And the business actually puts a tag on so they can use like a beeper, like a garage door thing, and find them. So, but they are so comfortable, and I've had so many people that I've given them to that put them in the back of their chairs.
Yeah.
Where they're sitting a lot in an office chair, or in their cars if their seats aren't ergonomically correct and they're driving a lot. So
as somebody who's had 12 back surgeries, I can attest that those things are great. So I'm sure your seniors are just loving you to death for those.
And they're so soft, and they're washable, and there's a zipper at the end so they can take the stuffing out and wash them. They actually had a seniors pillow fight last week when I took 4.
Well, that's fun.
I
wish you would have gotten that on video. That
they
would have
didn't even tell me about it. They were a little concerned to tell me that here are the seniors bashing each other with pillows. And then I guess a couple went to their room and got their bed pillows and came out. And okay, I'm not promoting this activity. I also make a lot of little banners for people that can go in a small window or across whatever, banister or someplace that they have. But then for the seniors, of course, I get involved in the bigger banners that go, all the way across. And happy St. Patrick's Day. And they're really not hard. So last time I made this, I went in with all the supplies and just sat at a table and sat there and glued. And the seniors were delighted to come over and have a chance to glue in with a bottle of the glue from May. That's not a big deal.
I think the banners are so much fun to make.
Yeah.
I bet they loved that to death, Evelyn.
Well, and it was a craft thing, and it was something they got to keep, and they could point at dinner time and say, I made that.
Absolutely.
So I think it's good morale-wise as well. Now, I have a couple of cards. I got back into doing a lot of decoupage this past week. Butterfly just flew out. And inside, I haven't written the message yet, but I have the
pretty
inside. I did another one, and this is an easel card that
that's pretty.
Gorgeous
on it. And oddly enough, someone gave me this pattern. I like
I was gonna say that's not Anna's pattern,
No, it's not, but it's such a simple pattern. But they had a specific reason that they wanted this design. It's a design from Mary McBean, and she's an artist out of the UK, and I do quite a bit of her things. But when they gave it to me, and of course I wasn't paying any attention, I made it according to what they gave me. A little bit big.
Milliliters or millimeters?
Like 8 inches. And I thought, oh, of course, because the English, in case you weren't aware, like big cards.
Yeah,
I
I do.
mean, most of the time when you watch a video for someone doing crafting in UK, or you listen to the lady from Crafter's Companion,
Sarah.
she talks about, look at the difference in size. So I had originally made this one, and then I made it to size according to what I knew the person here would like. And the last one I have to share is this pretty little one. And
Oh,
That's
also
cute.
darling.
It's cute.
Very pretty.
bunches
Are
of
those
cards.
Anna's images that you have on there, or are you doing print and cut?
Some are print and cut, and some are, because they're from Mary Big Bean. If somebody gives me, one of her things and says, "Would you make this into their print and cut?" And sometimes I've used Anna's, but I don't have any here that are samples with Anna's. I know that Michael, last time we got together in a Patreon, said, "Well, I know how to do those, so I don't buy the kit." Well, I didn't buy the kit either, but I did buy her die set for me.
Yes, always,
Because it had so many layers and came out so pretty.
Yeah. Always.
But I didn't buy the kit. I'm like, Michael, that's a waste.
I was going to tell you, the reason I asked is the color looks just beautiful. If it's print and cut, your printer's doing a great job.
It's the same kind that Melody has when I print these.
Oh,
it's an Epson, and mine's about 6 or 7 years old. I've never had a problem with it.
Epson makes beautiful printers. I mean, they are outstanding.
Yeah. And I had gone through, because I used to teach with technology, I had gone through a lot of different models. I have a real small, what I call down and dirty HP, that if I just need to print out something fast, like a coupon to Michael's, it goes to the HP. But the Epson prints on 12 by 12 paper,
Right.
and I love that. And a good cardstock, I buy my paper in large packs when I'm doing things for other people, unless they bring in paper. So.
Awesome. Thank you.
Again, as always.
And thank
you doesn't know Evelyn's work. She's a busy girl.
And
Always.
thank you, Evelyn, for taking notes and making all those notes for the Learning Line videos group,
Oh,
because
So helpful.
it's so much more than I can do. I can't do that. I don't. That's why I make videos. I don't take good notes.
Well, and I wanted to make a live video, and I can't figure out what's going on because I've got all the stuff set up, and I've got all the numbers are right, and it says I'm uploading at 58 megabytes, and YouTube, I get there and I click on preview or whatever the blue button is, and it doesn't get to you're now live. And so I have to.
I don't know.
Must be missing just one thing.
I don't know.
I'm going to call Frontier and ask them. I figured, I'm using their check for upload and download speeds, and I'm far in excess of what I need.
Right.
Sheila is asking Evelyn's website again.
Elston Expressions.
Elston's Expressions.
I have the same
I'm a troublemaker, but that's probably not a good idea.
Oh, thank you,
Good job,
Evelyn.
Evelyn, as always.
And next we have Gloria.
Hello. Hi.
Hello.
So I am from Riverside, California. I just do crafting off and on. Actually, I'm thinking of doing starting up YouTube, but I am just doing research right now. See how that goes.
Okay.
Come join her group.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just I'm trying to get out of my comfort zone. Just trying to be more. But,
You don't have to create a YouTube channel to be in our OBS group. You can download OBS and learn on that and just practice until you decide you want to do it.
OBS.
Yeah, OBS
Well,
is the
it's-
software.
It's learning live videos, but I use OBS software, and that's kind of like what we're teaching is how to do live
And it's free.
videos. And remember, anyone who has any interest in making a video, you can make any video you want, and you don't have to publish it if you don't like it.
Right, yeah.
Now, if I
And you
felt
don't have
that
to
way,
publish
I
it when
would,
you're practicing. You don't
I
have to
would,
publish it when
yeah, but I would never have published any video ever. I can't watch my videos. I hate my videos. When I edit my videos, I'm just editing and cutting so much out of my videos because I do not like them not cut. So I can't watch my live videos. I don't like them.
It's just trying to get, besides doing that, because, you know, I got my last one in high school. You know, everybody pretty much does their own thing now and stuff. So I need.
You'll have
I need
more
things to do
time.
for myself.
Yeah.
That's
It's-
a good time for you to start and to learn.
Yeah,
you should join
it's
our
changed
group
my
'cause
life.
You must already be a $5 or more Patreon, so you're
Yeah, she can-
definitely welcome in that group. And just kind of start, you know, download the software and download the handouts that Evelyn's got in the files and just kind of follow along there.
How do I get into that group? Or
It's on Facebook, Learning
Facebook,
Live
okay.
Videos.
With Melody Lane.
You can message me on Patreon also, and I can give you a link right to it.
okay.
And we abbreviate it LLV because it's a long name.
All right.
Okay,
Okay.
next we have Nancy. Gonna unmute you. There you go. Oh, wait. We both hit it at the same time.
Okay. I was trying to unmute myself. Hi, everyone. I'm so glad to be here. My name's Nancy Davis, and I live in Wadena, Iowa. It's a town about 200, and I'm about an hour and a half, hour and 45 minutes north of Dubuque, if that helps anybody.
I'm from Omaha. Where is it at? Is it on the other side?
Yeah,
Like by the
it's on,
Bronx?
yeah, I'm closer to the Mississippi,
Okay.
and I'm
I
really.
was born in Rock Island.
Oh, okay. I knew where that's at.
Look at Melody. What do you got on?
I bought these flamingos, and I've never worn them, so they've been
They're
sitting
very
on my
cute.
desk.
Very
I'm originally from Ohio. I grew up in Ohio, and I still have a place there at Pymatuning Lake. It's right on the border of Pennsylvania, Ohio, in Andover.
But
So I
what
go
brought
there
you to this tiny town then? What brought you to this teeny tiny town?
Oh, I met my husband.
Of course. It's always a man.
Yes. So I love it. It's so nice here. If everyone is so friendly. It's
Are you
just-
guys on a farm or are you in town?
No, we're in town. We're in town. Yeah, we're getting too old to be on a farm. But I'm pretty new to Cricut and design space. And I tried, when I first started, I wanted to make everything. Well, that didn't work out so well. And I started following Melody's projects, which were a lot easier. And I started watching her videos and stuff. And I have made a couple things just recently. And I have the card that Melody designed. Can you see that?
Hold on just a
With the-
minute. Let me.
Okay.
You know what, Nancy? Do you have a light you can turn on by you at all?
No, let me try another one. I don't.
Okay. Oh, that's
I do. Yeah, I do. Hold on.
because you're a little dark. Yeah. Oh, backlight. That might help.
Okay. Is that better?
Yeah, it's a little better.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not sure, but okay. Anyway,
Let's
can you
see
see?
Oh, pretty.
Oh, yeah. I
I
need to
love
make
that.
that card again with that on the side.
Which one is that?
Gosh, what's it called?
I forget what it's called.
You now. I just made it too, but that's kind of cute.
Darling.
Stamped on this one, Melody. You stamped flowers all over
Yeah.
yours. Yeah, that was cool. And
Close
then
to
I
my
made
heart
this.
stamps.
I made my oven mitt.
Oh,
Oh,
cute.
With iron on vinyl?
Yeah,
Cute.
yeah. Because my husband's always trying to tell me I poison him. So whatever, he's teasing. He likes my food. But I'm so glad to be here, and you guys inspire me so much. I'm just real happy that I found Melody's site.
We're
Well,
happy
thank
to have
you.
you with us.
Yes. So this is your
And if you
first
wanna do
time.
any videos, I was gonna say, if you want to do any videos, be sure you also ask to join that LLV.
They really want more people in class. Can you tell?
People like helping.
Yeah, no, I'd like to. I'd like to do that. So I wrote it all down. I'm taking notes as we go along.
Okay.
I did
That
put
must
the
be the
link.
hubby bubby back there that just ran through.
I did put
Yeah.
the link for that group in the Zoom chat. So
And if you don't know how to get to that, on the bottom of your Zoom screen, there's a button that says chat. If you click that, it's going to open up, usually over on the side, just a little sidebar, and it'll have those links in there.
Okay, I see it. Okay, great. Thank you very much.
okay, thank you, Nancy. And next we have Kiona. I don't know why I'm singing names.
Good morning. Good morning. So I'm Fiona, and I am currently living in upstate New York. Just moved here in December. It's been a rough winter. And I recently decided to start a YouTube channel, Fiona the Craft Therapist, which craft is with a K, and also a craft therapy group on Facebook, Craft Therapy with a K, all one word. I am a therapist by trade, and I work a lot with military students, and a lot of my students love to do crafting in some of the groups that we do. So that was one of the primary things that I wanted to focus on in my Facebook group, is doing some events and kind of doing some make and take projects so that I'd have additional things that I could do with some of the students. And the learning live videos has been awesome because it made me a little more comfortable with trying to do videos. So I have published, I think, my first 2 videos. I'm working on another one now. So I'm excited about that. And I do a lot of Melody's cards. Nancy, you were talking about the one, I did one the other day. It's the lattice
Wait a
fold
minute.
card.
Yeah, the
birthday card. And yeah, Melody, that would be fun if we did another one. I'm loving the drawing that that Cricut has started doing on some of their things. So made that. And then
Fiona, what's
this
the
is
name of
another
your
one.
channel? Fiona, what's the name of your YouTube channel?
Fiona the Craft Therapist, and craft is with a K.
Okay, thank you. Sorry.
And then this is another one of Melody's where I had the Cricut draw for me so I could color. Melody, you should redo this one too. That one's fun.
yeah, it's been a long time since I did that one.
What's the name of that card?
I think it's a 3-tab
Yeah,
card.
it's a 3-tab card, yeah. This is when I fell in love with owls. This was one of the first videos that Melody made that I watched. And then I took 2 of Melody's cards and did this one. This was when she did a birthday card for Ashish. And I took that and added her pop out.
Cool.
That's sweet. I had fun with that one. My very first card that I actually made for my YouTube channel was this one. So that was really fun. I couldn't wait to use those coffee mugs when you showed them a couple.
Yeah,
weeks
those
ago.
were new 2 weeks ago.
Yep. So I did a card as soon as we.
That was a
we saw
great
that.
video too. I watched it.
Thank you very much. That was my very first video. It's a lot of anxiety. I never understood what you were talking about, Melody, when you said you always get nervous before you get on camera, but it really is kind of nerve-wracking.
Yeah.
Everybody gets those nerves. Everybody.
All the time.
So this is one that I just did a couple of days ago, and I think I want to do a video for this one too. This is a waterfall card.
Oh, it's beautiful. I love the sentiments in there. Wow.
So I again, a couple of weeks ago, we had the new image set, and a lot of the scriptures were in that one, and I thought that would be a really good encouragement card to do. I did a window card. I wanted to do something that had a see-through window. I have a sticky tab on there, so that's kind of.
Those are fun. I like that.
Yeah, I thought that was fun, and it's a little shaker. For some reason, I love shaker cards. I love the, I guess.
Y'all love shaker cards. Hello.
It's something that you can always play with. And I've been trying to incorporate a lot of vinyl into my cards because I try to work with vinyl a lot, but I always go back to paper. So I was
Me
like,
too.
okay, I need to use some of my vinyl. So I used some holographic vinyl in that one.
That's pretty.
That card. So that's kind of what I've been working on, trying to get acclimated to doing videos, and I'm at home now studying for a new licensure exam because I moved to the state of New York. So I have a lot of extra time right now to work, and hopefully I have a desire to go back to work after I get done with my exam next month. But we'll see. We'll see.
Well, thank you,
Can I
Kiona.
give you one suggestion? I heard it earlier when you came on, when we talked earlier, and I'm hearing it now. You need to check whatever mic you have hooked up, because there's some static sometimes when you talk. I don't know if you have an external mic or if it's going through your computer.
And I actually could tell you because I have more than one mic. So it could
That's
be.
what's happening. It's feeding back.
Yeah, I'm hearing like crackling and static when you talk often. So you need to check that especially when you do your videos.
I haven't noticed it on your videos.
No, it wasn't on the videos.
Okay, good.
Yeah, I think I use my desktop setup when I'm doing videos. This is my tablet.
Well, now it sounds better.
It could be. I don't know whether it's
Yeah, it's
my
not
earpiece.
constant, but it's frequent.
Well, thank you, Glenda. I didn't. Of course, you don't hear all the time.
Right.
No.
I know. I would hope somebody would tell me, obviously.
Exactly.
That's what we're doing in that group, Kiona. You know, we're helping each other. And just
Okay.
one more plug on the group. One more plug on the group. It's a fabulous place to practice because you can go live in the group only. And it's a wonderful place to practice, to make your mistakes, to have your sound and your picture. You know, other people can tell you how's it sound and all of that before you put it out to the public. So that's another plug for that video.
Okay.
And
Good
upstate.
job, Kiona. Kiona, those are beautiful cards.
Thank you.
Hey, Kiana,
Yes.
can you go back to the teacup card or the coffee cup card? What is behind the coffee cups?
So I used some cotton paper because I wanted it to look like it was sitting on a counter.
Okay.
Cotton paper. And this is just distress oxide inks in the background to make it look like the wall and the outside.
So does the
that's
paper
very
look
nice.
like that, or is it a lot of hearts, or?
It's a lot of hearts in the cotton paper.
Okay,
Wow.
Oh, cute.
that's really super cute.
It looks like a lot of work too, but it's darling.
Crafting is never a lot of work, Glenda. Just like my
I know.
face cream.
A lot of time. Let me put it that way. It looks like a lot of time.
Yeah, it wasn't too bad though. It really wasn't.
Beautiful. Really pretty.
Thank
You always have great stuff.
Thank you.
Appreciate that. Thank you guys.
Okay, next we have Beth, or Beth's iPad.
Sorry. Can you hear me? Did I do this right?
Yep, we can hear you.
Okay. My name is Beth Miller. This is my very first hangout, so I'm super, super excited. I've
Welcome.
been, dying of excitement all morning long. I've been crafting for so long. I have like 7 crickets. I think I got the first one when it originally came out way years ago. I use my Cricut Imagine as a paperweight now.
Yeah.
I
So
hear you.
my girlfriends and I each have a different skill. So just recently we decided to get together. My girlfriend Heather sews. I don't know how. I tried. I bought a sewing machine. I can't do it. My girlfriend Jennifer does wood and glassware, and I do all the paperwork. So we just put our 3 websites together, and now we're the Crazy Crafty Chicks. So we're super excited about that. I also am from upstate New York. I'm actually from Corning, New York, where they make Pyrex and Corel and that sort of thing, which is kind of a fun place to be. So Melody, I was so excited. I made one of your large paper flowers, my very first one. But
Awesome.
I got lazy.
I like
I
the,
needed
Hold
to
on.
take the guesswork out of it, so I altered your design just a tiny bit. I took the 8 ones with the long tabs and I welded them together so it cuts out in the crosses,
Yeah.
because I kept trying to make the middle part and I kept guessing wrong and messing up. I'm a stay-home dog mom. I hang out with the kids. They're my dogs. And I've been crafting for a long time, and I'm so excited to hang out with you ladies today.
Yeah. Now, where are you from?
That was
Corning,
my-
New York.
Okay, I've been there.
I don't know where that is. I'm in Watertown. So,
Oh, not that far.
My
Not that
son's
far,
from
maybe an hour and a half.
oh, okay. Okay.
Uh,
Yeah, I'm completely new. Don't know anything yet.
Kiona, you have to go to the Corning Glass Museum, and you can take you can take classes in blow glass.
Oh,
Really?
Yeah, I did that. It was a lot of fun. You have to take your kids. So write that down, the Corning Glass Museum. You have to go because I said so.
And how far would that be for her? How far away?
I'm gonna say probably hour, hour and a half.
Well, it's
Yeah.
not bad.
She's trying to go right down 86.
I was that far away.
That's not bad.
And Beth, you said that you were a part of the Crazy Paper Chicks?
Crazy Crafty Chicks.
Crazy Crafty Chicks. Crazy.
We
That's
had our
Facebook?
own website and our own name, so we just recently converged it all into one. I've been sunflower scrapping for 10 years, and it was hard for me to give that up to do this with my girlfriends, but it's kind of nice because if I need something sewn, I just give that all to Heather, and she sews it and gives it back to me, and it's great.
Very nice.
That's awesome.
YouTube channel as well as your Facebook page?
We do, but I have to join this LLB group because I do not know how to make videos. Like my boyfriend just bought me a camera and everything. I've never done that, so we're gonna give that a whirl.
Oh, good. Well,
That'll be
love to
fun.
have you in there.
with all this support, I think we will be able to do this, Beth.
Yay!
Fiona,
Yes.
my son is in Herman, New York, and he's flying out of Watertown as we speak to come.
Oh,
So I know that area real well.
ooh, it's definitely been a major change of scenery from Georgia.
Him
Oh, my
too.
God.
It was -4 yesterday morning.
Yeah.
I'm telling you. And at this point, I'm kind of glad that I don't work because I don't have to leave my house because
That's
this weather is insane.
He just had a car accident where a deer ran out in front of him
Oh.
and he ended up in the ditch.
They run all over our neighborhood all the time, and it freaks me out because I got hit by a deer probably about 6 months ago,
Yeah.
9 months ago. So they freak me out now. So, like I said, my husband drives me everywhere now.
But
I got to be
he's,
careful when I let the dogs out because one of the dogs will chase one. There's like 20 or 30 in my yard constantly, and I'm not chasing after a dog, chasing a deer.
Well, I have a toy poodle, so I hope he doesn't go chasing anything because I can't help him.
They might. Dogs love to chase deers because they figure out really quick that deers are afraid of them.
And my dog has
even
my
little-
dog has Napoleon complex, so he would do that.
All right, thank you. Next, we have Joyce.
Which one?
Joyce de Wolf.
Detlinger.
Yeah, I don't know how to say that, so I just said Wolf.
That's okay. I'm from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. I've been crafting for a couple years. My Cricut, my husband bought because he wanted some letters to put on his truck. And of course, he hasn't decided what letters he wants yet, but which is cool because then I got to learn how to do a lot of things by watching you guys and all of your videos, Melody. I spend hours when I'm driving in my car, I'm listening to your videos. But I mean, I'm trying to do a lot of different things, but I work full time, so it's tough. I don't get to do as much crafting as I'd like. But I'm having fun with it. It's my relaxation time.
Oh, good. And where are you from?
Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania.
That's right. Okay. Well, thank you. Tiffany? Are you ready? I can unmute you. Oh, wait. No, it won't let me unmute you. There we go.
Hi, my name is Tiffany Brown. Sorry I sound stuffed up. Allergy season. I stay in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. I've started making these. I have some earrings.
Oh, some earrings.
Nice. And
oh, wait a minute. Hold on. I went to let me make you the spotlight. Okay, got you. Yeah.
These for the baseball teams.
Cute.
Oh
Wow.
I'm a Saints fan, so I made these.
You could sell those, I bet.
I do. I sell them on Etsy.
Awesome.
Then I have a Etsy page called Creations by Tiffany. I also have a new blog and Facebook. It's called The Messy Cricket Crafter because my craft room is always a mess. I can't get it together, so I'm just giving up on it right now and just crafting. I have a 14-year-old son. He's on the spectrum too, also Angela. So crafting is kind of my therapy to get away, because raising a kid with autism is kind of challenging.
I have a 34-year-old that is autistic as well as severely mentally retarded.
Right, so it takes a lot out of you. So this is my therapy. I create shirts, and I have a sewing machine that I've started, but I'm not a great sewer, but I'm learning. I'm also going to join the video group because I'm trying to make videos and things like that. I think it will help with my my Facebook page and things like that. So I have all the equipment, but I have yet to learn to try yet. Hopefully I can get the sewing thing down pat. I might have to take a class for that because sewing may not be my strong point. Right now I'm working on graduation, Easter, and baseball. So I have a lot going on. I did a lot for Mardi Gras. So hopefully Easter and baseball season and graduation keeps me busy for a while.
Awesome.
Tiffany, just remember you can learn anything and everything on YouTube.
Yes.
I'm trying YouTube for the sewing, but it's not going this week.
Yeah.
I took one class at Joann's and then I joined their Creative Bug. And that's only $4.99 a month. And it is super easy to follow along and learn. So I've only had to take one class. Yeah. And that's what
Yeah, my mom's coming today, so hopefully she can teach me a little skills this evening.
I'm going to say something about Joann's because I took, I think it was 4 or 5 classes over a period of time for sewing after I got the maker. Because I used to sew, but it's been, well, my oldest is 37. And I think the last thing I made, he was 6 months old. So, but the only thing I'll say about Joann's is I love the instructor, but each class is project based.
Okay.
So it's not like sewing 101. I just want to learn how to wind the bobbin and to put my needle in my thread. And then Carol's cricket class, she does a lot of sewing too.
Yeah, she does.
Her videos are pretty easy to follow. And Lori.
And Lori
Unimaker, she does a lot of sewing.
I actually got the bobbin done. I actually got the machine threaded. I didn't have a problem with that because I have automatic ones. But just when I got to sewing the straight line and figuring out the patterns on how to sew it, I mean, it looks good from the outside, but I know it wasn't done right. So,
but that's okay.
But I know it's not sewn right.
It doesn't have to be perfect.
That can be your signature.
Because right now I'm trying to start to make weighted blankets because if you have autism, most kids like weighted blankets. They cost an arm and a leg, and I'm trying to learn so I can donate some to my son goes to autistic school, and it's a couple ladies who want them but can't afford them, so I kind of want to make them.
Yeah,
that's nice.
My son loves. He used to wear weighted vests when he was little.
That's what I was gonna say. Weighted T-shirts are also really, really good.
Pajamas.
My son has Asperger's. I'm a therapist.
And I actually like the weighted blanket too. So I like it.
But he like, I think Ben, he's got like 5 or 6 blankets because he likes that weight and stuff. But then he gets overheated and then he's throwing them all off. So I've been looking at getting waiting blanket for him, and I found a lady that's local to me, but she charges almost $200 for a twin size.
Well, I have a lady at the school. She says she makes them into a quilt. Now, I don't know if she does that, but I'm thinking about making a quilted one because Louisiana doesn't get that cold.
Right. I found one to do like the tie, you know, like the no-sew ones.
Right.
Each individual pocket separate.
Okay.
So it looks like that quilted look. And I bought the material, I just haven't done it yet.
Okay.
So we're gonna start. That's my goal, is to get it done before the summer starts.
Okay.
Tiffany, that's another thing, that if you could do those at a reasonable price, I think you would sell a lot of them. You just need to make sure people find you. You need to be in the right groups in Facebook, like for autistic parents and all that stuff.
Yeah.
I think that would be a very easy thing to sell if you do it at a decent price.
I know it's already hard with therapy to come up with $200 for your blanket. And I'm just like, $200 for your blanket? That's a lot.
Yeah, it is.
What do you use for the weight?
I haven't looked into it.
He doesn't know yet.
It's pellets. They sell it at Joann's and Michael's and all that. They're pellets, and they're like they're plastic. That's the only way to explain it.
Okay.
They're like beanbag things?
Yeah, well, those are too lightweight, but yes, something like that.
But heavier.
I used to do have the t-shirts. I had a lady who used to make the t-shirts that I'd use for my son's pajama shirt to keep him settled at night.
Yeah.
Okay. But right now, I just want to look into donating those at the current time, though.
Yeah, oh, that'd be wonderful. And that's great word of mouth also.
Right.
All right.
Here's something.
Thank
I'd like
you,
to share
Tiffany.
something that I've been working on.
Okay.
Okay. Here's the very first one that I ever made. It's
talking. Emily, can you? I mean,
that?
Melanie, can you light them?
It's the glitter
Whoops.
and the epoxy.
Hold on. There we go. Okay.
And then I put my name on this one. So it's Cricut involved. It's just not all Cricut. And then the second one I made for my grandson's birthday, and it's got like the fish hook, and that's the wood grain with alcohol ink.
Cool.
Do you have a cup turner?
I do. I bought one, but I'm just ordering a 4-cup turner because I've got an order right now, and I don't have enough turner holes. I like the knots.
Beautiful.
Yeah, that looks awesome.
I've got one on the turner now that's black and pink for a friend. So that's what I've been doing lately.
Awesome.
I have too many irons in the fire.
Where are you from, Joyce?
I'm from Virginia, but I live in Pennsylvania now.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. And next we have Angie. Angie Nelson.
Hello, everyone. My name is Angie Nelson. I am living in Jacksonville, Florida. I'm originally from Brooklyn, New York, but you don't hear it anymore. I'm glad to hear what you're doing, Kiona, because especially with veterans, because I'm an Army veteran myself. Our son, our 20-year-old son, is in the Army now, and he's stationed in Fort Leonard Wood, Missouri. And he's really cold, so it's a very different climate than Jacksonville, of course. So we have 2 boys. He's 20, and we have our baby who is a senior in high school. So I'm gonna skip past that and then we can start going with the whole mommy moment and dealing with the whole empty nest syndrome soon. So I gotta let go of that. You know, you gotta let your little birds fly.
Rough, but you gotta do it.
Very, very true. This is my first hangout as well. I had a Cricut, but it was the Cricut cake because I love to bake, and I just saw all of these great fondant things that the Cricut cake used to do, but I could never get past the learning curve, so it got packed right back up, and I never used it again. I started watching a lot of crafting videos. Melody, you were a really big help in that. And I decided to go ahead and get the maker. And been trying to do more and more things with like vinyl and HTV. But mainly it was because I really wanted to make some really nice, you know, I guess specialty cards for our son. In the military, you look forward to those letters and those cards from family back home, and we've kind of let go of that. You know, we've let go of all those beautiful cards and letting things go through snail mail and appreciate those really beautiful crafts that we do by cards. And I'm learning so much. So Kiona, your cards are like amazingly beautiful, and I look forward to, you know, hooking up with your YouTube channel and taking a look at that. But my first card, I have to say that I made, and it took me like 3 hours, but he loves origami and stuff. So I did Melody the infinity card.
Mm-hmm.
And I was trying to make it more for a boy.
Yeah.
And I got some papers that were double-sided. Well, they were not double-sided actually, but with like constellations and stars. And when I took a look at it after it was all completely made, when you see a big 12 by 12 paper, yeah, it looks great. Yeah, that looks like you can do it for a boy. But then all of a sudden you start realizing after you put it together, it turned out purple because and stars, and I was like, well, he knows my favorite color is purple, so he'll always think of me, I guess. But I forgot to keep it with me because I really wanted to send it. I was so excited, but I took pictures of it, and I don't know if you could probably see it off of my phone, but I'll show that to you.
Yeah.
But, oops. That was, you know, I imitated the exact same words, but the background on the hello is like
Kobe.
And that was the inside.
Oh, that's pretty. Hold on.
Holographic corners.
Very pretty.
There's the U is also in holographic. And then I forgot to also take a picture of the card, but luckily you can't read it. But it has, it has, you know, my little saying. There wasn't much that you can write, but it's something that he could just constantly play with and share. But it just says, always look to the stars and aim high, never settle. I'll always love you, Mom.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
Very nice. I bet he loved it.
He did. We were just texting this morning because he doesn't get his phone except on weekends. Right now, since he's still training, he's going to be an engineer, an architectural engineer. And it also, Melody, it was a few weeks ago, I've been wanting to make a shirt for my dad, and I kept going crazy over this U.S. Army logo that I just could not learn how to slice and how to contour and how to all of that. And if it wasn't for your video, I think this U.S. Army logo would have been like 5 layers of HTV vinyl on top of each other.
That's not a good idea.
No. So if it wasn't for your, I think it was 2 weeks ago, 2 or 3 Saturdays ago, I've watched so many videos, like, you know, what somebody else was commenting, I'll watch hours. And if it wasn't for that, I wouldn't have been able to make this for my dad.
Oh, that's nice.
What's it say at the top up there?
It's proud grandpa of a soldier in the U.S. Army.
Oh, I bet he loved it.
But these right here were all full layers. So the yellow, even though it was only an outline, was a full piece of yellow.
Yeah.
So I had to learn how to slice and, you know, cut that. And then every time I clicked on it, it was clicking the whole thing. And I didn't realize I had to ungroup and only select 2 things. It was just a mad house at the time. But thank you for all of your crafting videos. I really appreciate it. And I look forward to seeing all of you guys' YouTube channels, Facebook, getting on Etsy for some of you guys. I think we all need to support each other as crafters and in the crafting community. And I think you guys are great. I'm learning so much from you guys.
Well, thank you.
Thank you.
So nice to have you here.
Thanks.
And then we have Lynn, whose name says Pixel XL.
That's my alias.
Lynn loves crafts. Is it?
Yeah,
Oh, after dark.
After dark.
Lynn loves chalk chat after dark.
Okay.
My
Lynn-
original idea was, since I stay up all night, I would be doing chalk couture in the middle of the night.
It sounded a little bit like a porn site, her first name.
Unfortunately, I sold real estate for 30 years, and I have gotten so many obscene phone calls from my signs, Lynn Love, you would not believe. In fact, one of my clients was Garo Upremium, which is a Miami Dolphin football player, and he used to call me Deep Throat. So,
Melanie, do you have her spotlight?
My son just walked in and looked at it.
and then when he called the office, he'd ask for Lynn Lust. Speaker, I'm like, God, please. But he was a really funny guy, really funny. But I grew up in Miami. I was born in Macon, Georgia. I have 4 children, 3 are boys. And I have my chalk chat, Lynn Loves Chalk Chat, which is chalk couture. I also have my Glitterati House of Bling, which is also, it's paparazzi jewelry, $5 jewelry. So I have those 2 sites, and I'm trying to get OBS to work, and I was having a problem like Evelyn was having. And I found out my computer did not have enough horsepower. I had enough internet power and all that.
You're out there?
RAM.
Yeah.
You need RAM.
Yeah. And it could be that's the problem that Evelyn's having. So I switched to my son's gamer computer, which he built.
That'll work.
Great. So
Yep.
that was the problem. So
Yeah. A gamer computer is always good for streaming. Always. They're made for that.
An even more powerful computer, so I got his hand-me-downs, which is awesome. I don't mind. It works good. So, but
Yeah. If anybody out there is thinking of doing streaming live videos, it's really good to look at a gamer setup.
4 gigabytes of RAM be enough?
Lynn?
What?
4 gigabytes of RAM be enough?
Probably not.
I would say at least 8, right?
Yeah, 8 to 12 or 16 or whatever. And you can take it and have more RAM added to your PC.
if it's expandable, that was the problem with my laptop. It was not expandable to that.
Right.
All the stuff.
And that's something, if you buy a new computer, you really need to look hard.
Yeah.
And if it's maybe the great price is because there's only 4 megabyte of RAM. However, you need to be able to make sure that it is expandable, because she's right. If the card is not expandable, the RAM card, then
add more.
Ask me how I know this.
I just buy refurbished ones for like $150, so I could just buy one. So they have them where they instead of throwing away computers here, they recycle them. Usually in Korea, they have a recycle place where they just redo the computer.
I would tell them you need at least 12 to 16 megabytes of RAM.
Okay. Minimum of 8. You cannot do it without 8 at least.
Okay.
Graphics I was trying to do, that was one of the problems.
And get a good graphics card, like a NVIDIA graphics card if you can.
Okay.
You can come over here if you want.
So that's the thing. And both my sons, one of my sons and my husband, they both are into computers. If you ever have questions, I'll be happy to help, you, especially if you're going out to buy something. They don't want you to go to Best Buy. And you get this guy that he thinks he knows something, and he's got a little bit of knowledge and you don't know nothing. So if you have a question ever, you can PM me and I can get hold of them and they can get back to you. So I have, like I said, I have 3 sons and 1 daughter. My daughter is a writer, communicator. She has a website and I can't remember the name of it, but it's hilarious. the things she writes about. My oldest son is a therapist, and he's here and works for Fort Bend Mental Health. My second son is the computer geek. Second son. And my last son is the son that's flying in from Herman, New York, right outside Watertown, about an hour away. So, and he's a Texas boy, and Kiona, he hates the weather there.
And Lynn just is moving, and she got her house. For anybody that's been following her journey, she's been trying to get a house in the new place they're moving to, but there was so much problem with flood insurance on several of them. So tell us what happened now.
Well, in December, we sold our house. We moved back to Houston, and I'm living with my son in Sugar Land in a little tiny room here, this room right here. And we've been looking for houses, and every time we went to go put a contract, I'd have an insurance guy check it out. Nope, it's been flooded. The ones that have been flooded twice, you have to go through the government, and it was going to be about $800 a month for the insurance alone, not your house insurance, but flood insurance. So we finally found a house in Alvin. We've been looking there for a while, and there's not much. But we finally found it. Somebody else backed out of the contract, and we jumped on it. So we are closing on the 15th, and I'll finally get to do some crafting again. I'm just been going crazy since December.
Congratulations.
Yeah,
I know it's been a long haul for you.
Yeah. So anyway.
Very happy for you.
Thank you, Lynn. And next we have Ronell. Hi, Ronell. Thank you for all the super chats.
Oh, you're welcome.
Spotlighter.
I have so much fun on Saturday mornings with that, especially engaging other people.
Yeah, that's fun.
I'm a project manager with American Airlines for about 30 years now, and my Cricut is now my therapy. I can come home. I'm an empty nester, so I know how that goes. The darling daughter is getting married in October, so a lot of the stuff that we're working on right now is getting things ready. I'll show you something that she did. She decided she wanted to use the Cricut to address her save the dates. Oops, here we go. So it's going to be backwards, but
no, it's fine.
It's fine. She figured it out all on her own, and pretty proud of that one.
That's
cool. What do you have, Ronell?
I have the maker.
Oh, good.
And I will not buy anything else. I mean, it's a godsend. I had one of the first ones, and I gave it up, and I was like, oh, and then I ran across one of Melody's videos. I said, I need to go look at that. And I came home with it, so it's been a lot of fun, and my husband loves it, and he loves the crafts and stuff, but I like making cards, and then one of my tips is when I make one card, I make two.
Yeah.
So that way I always have, because I fall in love with it. It's like, and then that way I don't feel so bad about not giving it. Because I've made cards where I'm like, oh man, I really want to keep the card. I started making two at a time. But here's one
that's pretty.
Oh, I love the butterflies.
And it's got some stones in it. This one's one of my favorite ones.
Will you take the dogs?
This one it says "Oh baby." I know you can't read it because it's backwards.
No, I can see it. It's not
and they're
backwards.
over there sneezing.
And then I love the idea or the ability to go ahead and put the sentiment in the middle or in the inside of the card. Looks a little more professional. This one's a sympathy card, and it's a cutout peekaboo.
That's pretty. Lift it up just a little.
Lift it up a little.
There you go.
Oh, that's beautiful. Wow.
That's on Cricket's. I think it's one of the projects or something. And then this was one of the Valentines. This is my first attempt with washi tape.
Oh, that's awesome.
Oh, I like that.
Love the pattern.
Tape now. And I have to admit, I am a shopaholic when it comes to craft supplies.
Most of us are.
That's okay.
I have way more
Melody's fault.
Yeah, Melody doesn't help it. Melody enables all of us.
That I can use. So that one, oh, and then the inside was, I love the Valentine's font.
Oh,
Just you can color in the hearts.
Awesome.
So that was cute. And then this one was fun. This one's a little bit pretty simple, and it was
Yeah, I like that.
a cute little birthday card. So
Awesome.
Flowers.
yeah. So I've had a load of fun, and again, you know, it's like once I make them, it's like I have to give this one up. And then this is oh my gosh. So these are some roses that we're making for the centerpieces.
Oh,
that's
it's
pretty.
got a lantern, and then we're gonna put some paper roses around it.
Is that a deep purple? I can't quite tell.
It's burgundy.
Oh, burgundy. Okay.
It's really hard to tell. It's really beautiful.
It's gorgeous.
Gorgeous.
Is that a cricket cut?
What is her name? The lady that makes the flowers.
Leah.
Leah.
Yes.
Leah Griffith?
Leah Griffith. So it's hers, and then cut out on cricket. And so
is that crepe paper?
No, I've tried the crepe paper, and I'm not having very much success with that. So I stuck with the lighter cardstock.
Text weight cardstock.
Yeah, but I'm gonna try out some the large flowers that are yours, Melanie. So I'm looking forward to that. But yeah, the wedding's pretty exciting. We rented a ranch for the weekend, and so it's a lot of kind of cool things. My daughter decided she wanted popsicles for to go with the wedding cake, and she's just got all kinds of fun things. So we're looking forward to it. Looking forward to a good time.
Awesome.
Enjoy it.
Well, thank you.
Enjoy it, and people will die when they figure out that you guys did those decorations.
I know. I'm just, oh my gosh, I'm trying not to overcommit myself. My mother was a florist, and she's been down with MS for the last several years, and she was going to do the flowers, but she says, I don't want to commit to that because I don't know what's going to happen then. And so I said, okay, well, I've seen enough flowers, so I think I'm going to try to make her at least her bride bouquet. So
that's nice.
But she wouldn't let me make them out of paper. I'm like, they're beautiful. So
They last forever.
Well, you got a lot on your plate. Good for you.
Yeah.
Way to jump right back in.
She gave me 16 months notice, so
that helps.
Well, that's good.
So we've been on our way to doing a lot of this. So, but I really enjoy Saturday mornings, a cup of coffee in, and watching everybody and saying hi.
Good.
It's been a lot of fun. This is my.
Mel, are you making any videos at all, or is that something you're interested in?
I'm sorry, say that again.
Are you making any videos and sharing like how to do any of these things at all? Or are you interested in that?
Yeah, I mean, I enjoy watching other people's videos. Melody, you started me on something that I can't quite master, and that's the watercolors. And so I want to find a class or something about using my Arteza watercolor pens.
There's lots of videos too.
Yeah, I've been trying to look at some of those, because every time I make it, it looks like somebody like warped the card, and I was like, oh, this is not working. And then, so I'm gonna try to figure out a better way to do it.
Are you using watercolor paper?
No, and
that's the trick.
That's the trick. You got to use watercolor paper.
And try to tape it down. I try to take mine down a lot with that purple tape or with some painter's tape. It kind of helps me from walking so much.
Okay, that's a good
tip.
Thank you.
Watercolor paper, Ronell, if you want to have a success with it.
Okay, I'm gonna definitely try that.
If you're gonna stamp the image before you color it, you need to make sure you have a permanent archival type of ink, such as Memento or something like that.
Okay. And I also, when I watched Melody do the I think it was a mermaid, and I was watching some of that. I'm not sure, Melody, but I think you used some embossing powder or something and then color it in?
Yeah.
That helps a lot because it keeps it inside the lines better.
Yeah.
That's what my problem is it just kind of goes where I don't want it to go.
Yeah.
So make sure if you're going to use embossing powder, make sure you get a static, hold on.
The embossing buddy.
Yeah, embossing buddy. And it looks like a tiny little pillow, or you could also use something like this. And treat your paper first and keep a small paintbrush next to you. After you emboss and have heat, before you heat set, stamp, put the embossing powder, and before you heat set, look to see if you've got any stray embossing powder and use that paintbrush to get rid of that before you use your heat gun.
Okay, cool. That's a good tip.
Or
I'm gonna
to
try that.
pick works real well, or any kind of a pick that you're using to take vinyl out when you weed. One of those picks works really well also. But if you've used the buddy beforehand, it puts down a powder, and that way you don't get as much stray.
Yeah, it doesn't stick as much.
Yeah.
I have a video.
Paper is that the paper, if you think of paper that comes out of a copy machine, if you could look at it at the side and magnify it, it's very, very flat. When you look at cardstock, it's thicker. And if you look at paper for watercolor, it actually says it has a tooth. It has fibers that stick up like this. Therefore, the water doesn't just rush over any place it wants to go. It adheres and sticks down into the surface and doesn't run as much. So good watercolor brushes and good paper are really worthwhile.
And Melody was trying to say she's got a video. Which video are you talking about, Melody?
I have a video I did what year is this? 19?
It's a while ago.
So it was maybe 8 years ago that I made an embossing buddy. I made out of a nylon and I think cornstarch. Is that what's in those?
Yes.
I would have to watch the video again to learn. But I think you just take a nylon sock and put the powder in and tie it.
Yeah,
if you don't have
buy
one
on my Close to My Heart website really cheap.
I think I had one. Amongst all these craft supplies, when I went and my husband for Christmas redid my craft room, and so I cleaned everything out and organized and got rid of stuff that just doesn't even look like I'd ever want to use again, and donated that stuff. And so yeah, I ran across some embossing powders and things like that. So I'm like, ooh, got to try to use those again.
One thing I do, Renelle, is I will cut my watercolor paper a 1/4 inch smaller than my card. I'll do everything on that and then glue it to my card, because then that way you don't have the problem with that warping too.
Right.
But I make a bunch of different things all the time, and I'll say, oh, this will make a good card, and I'll slap that on a card and I'm ready to go. So
cool. Very good.
Okay. Thank you, Ronell.
Love having you, and you were really funny this morning in the other video.
I love messing with Ronald.
Yeah.
He's funny.
He's a sweetheart.
Yeah.
We have Donna.
Hi.
Wait a minute. We're talking about the other Donna.
Okay.
We have 2 Donnas. Sorry.
Zip it, Donna.
Hello, everybody. How are you?
Good.
I'm Donna Jones. I'm from Evans, Georgia. And today, though, I'm in Hilton Head at the beach. So
awesome.
I'm enjoying that out.
Donna, I just left Evans. That's where I was living.
Yes, I think we talked on one of the cricket, and you told me that you had, and talked at Greenbrier.
Yes, I was a military therapist at Greenbrier.
Yes, that's where my granddaughters are going to, Greenbrier Elementary and Greenbrier Middle. So, and I have 2 other grandchildren that one's the little boy's the youngest, and then I have a little girl, and that's my sons. And then my daughter, I have a daughter who has 2 older daughters. So 4 grandchildren in total. I do all kinds of crafts. I love my Cricut Maker. I love Melanie, of course, because I used to be on when she colored. I used to enjoy her coloring, and I'd get on and color with her. I don't know if you remember that, Melody. It's been a long time. So, and I've been a fan and supporter of Melanie's for a long time. I'll tell you what, she's the best.
Thank you.
Donna, what's your last name?
Jones.
Jones, okay. I'm just trying to get my Donna straight.
Yeah, a lot of us. Jones is a very common name too. So, but I sew. I have the Cricut Maker. I crochet. I do more in paper crafts. I do more card making than anything in my paper crafts. But I'm trying to branch out with that. I want to make some flowers. Melanie's inspired me to do some flowers, and I also watch a lot of Leah Griffin, and I think, oh gosh, those are so beautiful. But I don't have anything to show today.
Okay.
There you go.
I'm doing my dish rags.
There you go.
So I do all those for Christmas presents. The kids love to get those. So.
Okay.
But
awesome.
Nice to have you, Donna.
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you.
And Donna, do you have a YouTube channel or anything at all, or
no? I can't get used to my own voice.
Well, I can't either, and that didn't stop me.
None of us can.
Me neither.
That's my son.
It's a common thing. Don't worry.
Yeah, I need to start doing it because I love to do digital planning too. So I do a lot of things. I have an iPad phone and Apple Pencil, and I absolutely love that. I spend a lot of time on my iPad.
It would be great to do videos with your showing people how to do the things like in the Cricut app with your iPad.
Yes, in fact, I use my iPad more than I use my laptop doing Cricut.
Well, you'd be a good one to do videos for that.
I need to get busy and learn. I need to get in that class. But
get in our group. Get in that group.
Okay, thank you, Donna. Next, we have the other Donna. Donna's iPad.
Hi, how are you?
Good.
My name is Donna Kenny. This is my second meeting. I got on last month, eventually, and eventually this month again.
Melody Spotlighter.
Oh,
please.
So please don't.
There you go. There you are.
I have lived in the States for 5 years, just over 5 years. I have 2 daughters and a stepson, and a granddaughter. And one of my daughters is here at the moment with me with my granddaughter, which I am thoroughly enjoying because otherwise she lives in New York and I'm in Nevada. So it's a big distance between us, and I don't like looking at myself, so
Are you Irish?
I am, yes. I'm originally from Ireland. Originally from Northern Ireland, but lived in County Kerry in the south of Ireland for 16 years before I came across here. So I would consider County Kerry as my home rather than Northern Ireland. I just love County Kerry. It's beautiful.
I heard your accent. Both sets of my grandparents, my mom's parents and my dad's parents, came all from Ireland, straight from Ireland.
All right. Okay. Excellent. Wise people leaving it.
Yeah.
It rains a lot there. It's green, but it's nice. But yeah, I prefer the climate over in Nevada.
What kind of craft do you do?
I have the Cricut Maker. I got it probably just over a year ago, but it took me probably about 4 or 5 months before I actually got into it. I was watching a lot of videos yourself, Melody. I love the ears, by the way, they're brilliant.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah, it took me a while to actually open the box and take it out. I was intimidated by it. It seemed to be a lot to take in. But once I got into it, I'm enjoying it. I've done a lot of T-shirts and all. I've made a lot of boobs. Like it's some of the things that's happened is like forgetting to mirror whenever you're doing your iron-on. Took it 3 times to actually get it right.
It happens.
So there was a lot of vinyl wasted, but it's been good fun. My 2 daughters, I had a knee surgery 5 weeks ago, and my other daughter came over from Ireland to help me get around as well. That's why I had my 2 daughters and my granddaughter here.
Nice.
And I converted Sarah, who's the one from Ireland, is living in Ireland. I converted her into a cricketer. She bought a cricket over here, brought it home with her. And she's cricketing away in Ireland. And we actually FaceTime each other so that we can cricket together.
Oh, how fun.
Which is love. I never ever thought that she was interested in anything like that. So it's actually nice that she's getting into it. I did an unboxing video, but I haven't done anything with it. I'd love to do the videos like yourself.
Join the group.
You can do
What's
it.
the group? I missed that bit.
Called Learning Live Videos with Melody Lane. Learning Live Videos with Melody Lane. It's a Facebook group.
Okay.
And I pushed this because I'm the one who asked Melody for it in the first place. And it's helped a lot of us. The software she uses is free. Yeah, Learning Live Videos with Melody Lane. And we would love to have you. And I suggest if you're just coming in new, you go in that group and in the files section, if you know how to get to the files in Facebook, Evelyn has done an amazing job of printing out, first off, all the documents that she's got in there so far. And I've added 1 or 2 and I'm going to add some more, but just go through and print those out and download the software. It's free. Get it set up and just start from there. And once you have a setup, you can practice straight into the group. So you don't have to go public for a long time, if you don't want to.
Yeah, yeah.
And then we'll also tell you, like, is your sound okay? Is your camera okay? All of that. It's just a great little group for expanding your horizons. Even if you don't do it as a business, you'll find that people will find you.
Excellent. That's really good to know. I didn't really. How do you have so much time to do all these things? Your life must be just.
She doesn't sleep.
You sleep at all?
I don't have a lot of time. I don't have a lot of time for this. So Evelyn has helped with all the notes and things. And really, when we get together, I just kind of answer questions. And first I went through some of them and show you how to do it. And then I answer questions and make sure everyone knows how to do certain things. And when I do videos, I don't like write a script or I got to go over all these. I did in the first one. I'm like, we got to go over this in a row or whatever, but I kind of just wing it. My videos are just me, just doing what I do.
Yeah, but you get that from you. Do you know that it's just you're having to talk with us all,
Yeah.
And I love that you're so natural at it. And you're brilliant at it, and I've learned so much from you, and I appreciate that.
Also in that group, there are copies of the other classes that we've held. There are 6 classes that we've held so far. 1 did not get recorded, but of the other 5, there are replays that you can go and look at what's already happened, what's already said. But if you start looking at one and you get really confused, instead of throwing the whole thing out, forgetting about it, just wait until the next class, because we do go over the same information a lot of times. Sometimes Melody adds to the information that we have, and sometimes she just starts at a real basic level, like, do you have your settings set up? Do you have your things in the sources folder? That kind of stuff. But there are other videos. There are links to the other videos in there.
And
we do there's also a messenger group, Facebook Messenger. We also have a Learning Live Videos with Melody Lane. We have that. So you can ask Melody, just DM her or whatever, ask her to put you in that group.
She can't.
I can't add anyone to the group. You have to do it from the group. In the Learning Live Videos group at the top left, it'll say chat. And then you can join that way. And we do the classes on a Zoom just like this. Yeah, so everybody is in here like talking, and it's not you guys watching me. It's, well, I share my screen a lot to show you stuff, but we're all in talking like this. And sometimes other people, like I think Lynn has done it, has helped and taught me something I didn't know at one time. So
Patricia.
Yeah, and Patricia.
She's not here today.
Right.
No, she's watching in the video. In the YouTube. She says she misses us.
I think I've just found it. Another thing was, I thought I didn't get the notification of the new mystery box, and I was very, very disappointed. But I just went on this morning, and they have some more, so I'm happy I got it.
And this is March. The last 3 to 4 years, they have at least one mystery box a week.
A week?
A week.
Yeah.
It's March Madness.
Yeah, it's a good job.
It's
my husband
mystery
is
March
living over
Madness.
in Nevada at the minute. He's living in Kansas. We're sort of cast across the country at the minute. And Christmas, with all the sales that Cricket had, I went absolutely mad. And he came home for Christmas, and he says, "Oh, you've been busy. You shouldn't leave me on my own then, should you?"
Well, the mystery box we just had was from February. That was supposed to be released like 2 weeks ago. That doesn't count for March.
Oh.
Okay.
And if you ordered just the last mystery box, do not be surprised when you get it if you open it and you go, "They sent me double."
Oh, that was for those bundles.
That's those.
Yeah.
Yeah, the bundles.
Books are brilliant. I love them. Yeah, because I actually got Sarah the Wisteria one that Joanne was having, and I got her that bundle, and she was delighted with her wee Cricket.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I sent her home with lots of
I love my
and
little
stuff.
Crickets.
Well set up.
And Cricket as a company is so wonderful about a response. It just happened to be that I didn't get my little Cricket guy in the box. And I called them, and within 2 days. And the guy said, "Well, what color would you like?" And I said, "Well, it's
all of them."
Yeah. And I said, "Well, it was supposed to be the raspberry one, but you can send me any one you want." And so I got a raspberry one, which was fine to add to the collection.
That's awesome.
Getting to be like melodies.
They've been excellent. There's been a few things that have been missing out of boxes and stuff that I've had, and they're on the ball straight away. Excellent.
And I don't know what they give those young people before they start to work, but I have yet to hear one that's grumpy, one that had a bad day, one that didn't eat breakfast, one that didn't have a cup of coffee or whatever. They are polite, they are efficient, they are courteous, they are resourceful.
Yeah.
I used to run a call center for AT&T for over 2,000 people that were in 3 states, and I would hire anybody off of the Cricket call center in a heartbeat if I ever had that chance again. They're awesome.
They are.
They're pleasant. But I think Ashish, because it's just how he is at the head of the company, he makes everybody happy, not just us as customers, but I think the people that work for him as well. He's just got a great aura about him.
Hey, Donna.
Yeah?
We're going to Irish Fest here in about 30 minutes.
Where's that?
It's in Dallas.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah,
I'm going to see Sebastian, somebody or other, tonight in the Grand Sierra Resort. He's me, and Kirsty wants to go see him, so I'm going with her before she heads back to New York on. She heads back Wednesday evening. Yeah, so I'm gonna miss them. But I'm about doing a road trip with my stepson over to see his dad and my husband.
Oh wow!
So we're talking about driving across to Wichita.
We went to Ireland.
Elodie.
We went to Ireland, Northern Ireland, back in 2009. Stayed for a couple weeks with some friends, and it was beautiful. I've never seen so many shades of green.
Yeah, and the coast, the Antrim coastline is beautiful,
Yeah.
and all the castles and everything.
Blarney.
It was
It's
just
absolutely
gorgeous.
beautiful. Yeah, I have to admit, yeah. And the Jan's Causeway, did you get up to it?
Yes.
The Calgary Boat Bridge?
Yep. And we went to up to Portrush and the Irish Sea. Oh, it's so beautiful. The mountains of
It's very
Mourne.
rough, very rugged, but it's beautiful. Yeah.
Yes, very much.
Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you, Donna.
Thank you.
And
Thanks, Lily.
we have one more, Teresa.
Hey. Lighter, please. There we go.
Hello, Teresa. Where are you from?
Can't see your head.
Hey. Put camera down.
Oh, she's muted.
There you go.
There she is. Hi. Welcome.
You're muted now, Teresa.
Unmute her.
There you
Can
go.
you hear me?
Yep.
You can hear me now?
Yes.
Oh, okay, good. Because it took me forever to get on this site. I was on my iPad for the longest, and I just said, forget this. I got to get on my computer because I want to have the opportunity to participate. I've had this chance, so and I've been enjoying listening to everyone, and you all are just so experienced. I am still so new, learning my machine. Oh, and I'm sorry, I am from Ellen, Georgia. I am married. I have 2 children. I have one grandbaby that was here. That's why it took so late in getting here because my son came over with my grandbaby. She's fading out. So I was enjoying that, and then I'm like, I got to get into this because I have the opportunity to participate, and then technical difficulties. Not really computer savvy, and then I'm listening to Glenda encouraging everybody to do these live streams. I think I would die if I actually did that because I'm so shy. And so I was like, I wonder if Melanie is calling me because I'm just sitting here. What I'm gonna do if she does. And then when I did get in, I'm seeing, well, hey, all they can see is the top of my head. I'm just me and computers, I'm still learning, okay? So just please bear with me. I'm so glad
that's
to be
fine.
here, Melanie. I
No
love
problem. We've all done it.
the longest. When I originally started 100 years ago, I had the expression that I looked at in the box for the longest, and I might have pulled it out and cut out some circles, and then I put it back in the box. And just recently, I gave it away to one of my coworkers because I went and got the Explorer, and I was so fascinated. And then I started hearing about the Maker, and I went and got the Maker, and it looked at me for 2 years. I just recently pulled it out, and I'm like, oh my God, what took me so long to open up this box? Because I truly do love this Maker, and a lot of cards. What I do, you see this?
Oh, that's nice.
That's
nice.
Very pretty. Very, very pretty.
Is that vinyl?
This is vinyl.
Good for you. Good.
And I also did,
oh, very nice.
Hold it up. Oh, wow.
That's nice.
Beautiful.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Good job layering the roses, all the colors. Good job.
Yeah, trying to get those colors together was a little bit challenging. But most of my things I did down because I did something for my kids. Did some kind of little Valentine's Day basket, and of course all those things are gone. But I really do enjoy putting things on canvas. I tried card making. Mine looked like maybe my 1-year-old would have done it. So
I had those too.
So that's why I wanted to listen to you all. Get some tips on how to become a card maker, how to utilize my maker more so that I can make more products as gifts or whatever I'm going to do with it. I tried that cube that Melon did and did it. I had the right idea of not putting my vinyl on the inside. Not putting my vinyl on the outside. I put it on the inside. And I don't know if anybody can tell me about tricks about how to get those air bubbles out of it, because I had more air bubbles showing up in that cube.
Air bubbles?
Yeah, the air bubbles when I was laying the words on the acetate. You know, I think Melanie, when she did it, she put the vinyl on the outside. I had the right idea to put vinyl. I developed so many air bubbles in it that I'm too embarrassed to show anybody. You know, I had a girlfriend come up, she thought it was great. I was like, do you see all those air bubbles? So
first thing you want to do is start in the center. Don't let any vinyl lay down except what is the center of whatever you're putting on. Start there. And then if you have the spatula from Cricut, especially the big one, just use that and keep going like this way and keep pushing those air bubbles out. And you can lift up the vinyl and put it back down again, or lift it up part way. And the other thing you can do is you can stick a pin in it. Yeah. If all else fails, stick a pin in it and then just kind of try to smooth it out with your finger or the spatula tool or something. Not the spatula tool, it's right there.
Putting the things down in the middle. If you take your vinyl like this and you pull it up to the edges and you set it down in the middle and then let the vinyl go out that way and rub from the middle out and rub from the middle out and rub up to an edge, you'll get way less of the vinyl bubbles. And also on that plastic, if you put the plastic down, now on her one that she did for spring, she put a bottom on it. That cube has a bottom. So you have applied those bubbles inside and now you've probably glued it down. So you can get back in there. On the Valentine one, I think it was, she put a lid on the top of her cube. And so when I did the spring thing, I did a lid on the top, which meant I could lay it on its side and stick my hand in, do the curved like this and put it down, and then take what Glenda's talking about and burnish going out from the center, and you get less bubbles.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I want to do cars, and I have a friend that, she's talking about let's do cars together, but I wanted to get in on here, and that's certainly I have a craft room. I actually have several craft rooms. We just purchased a new one. We got in the craft room, and then, this was his office, and I wish you could see on the floor. There's a lot of vinyl. Sitting in the bedroom is vinyl, and he's like, just, get a production room is what you need. I have to expand when I'm doing things.
Have you ever tried the flowers?
I haven't tried.
Oh my goodness, those are addictive.
I went out on Cricut and I tried to do these little earrings.
Those are pretty.
Very pretty.
That's the felt, and they've been laying here. I bet you could just see all of my projects I started, and I get frustrated because.
What were you going to do with the circles?
Oh, that's pretty. They're supposed to be earrings.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Cool.
They're
You
pretty.
need a hole.
Yeah, but I don't. How do you put the hole in here?
Hole punch.
Well, you can put it into the original design, and the Cricut will cut it for you, or you can use a paper piercer to keep a small hole. Make sure you're down a little far from the top. If you go too close to the top, and
It'll rip.
It'll rip up through.
Ronell has a good example of one you can use.
It's an itty bitty paper hole punch.
Itty bitty.
Yeah.
Where'd you get that
Can you
from?
spotlight Ronell for a second so that
You can get it in most stores, Hobby Lobby, Michael's.
the skinny one?
I have that thing.
Or there's a tool called Crocodile. One side of it has a small punch. But that was really.
That's whiskers, right?
Yes.
This one says McGill.
Oh,
Yeah, I think that's
but
not
it's really old. So I've had this and I use it for a lot of stuff.
Yeah, I guess that's me. I could not. And on the desk, and I was like, they're pretty, but I don't know what else to do with. I can't hold them.
And another good thing with earrings is if you can get them, get the little circle and let Cricut cut it out. When you put I used to make a lot of jewelry before I hurt my hand. Really beautiful stuff, and trying to do it again now, but because my hand isn't right, I can't do much. But you want to make them always show front instead of like going back and forth. Make sure that you use 2 jump rings. Like put in one jump ring first and then put the other one there and then the wire.
Okay.
That'll make it hang to the front.
Okay. Okay.
So Teresa, here you go. So this was my first flower project.
Okay, it's nice. It's better than what I would have done.
It is no. This was the first time I ever did the flowers. And you can see they're not perfect, but it was so much fun to learn how to do the flowers. And then I started looking at more flowers. And then I kind of got addicted to flowers for a little while. So, and it's a good, I love it.
Now, when your daughter's getting married, my daughter's getting married too, and I think she's looking decorating. I'm like, wait, I'm still learning this. You know, we want it to be pretty, but at least she's giving me a year and a half. You know,
that was mine too.
Now that's glad to be a part of the group.
Glad to have you. Glad to have you. Is that all of us?
Yep, that's everybody.
Okay, question, lady.
Yep.
Does Cricut have an embossing pen that can go in the machines?
No.
The glitter gel pens.
Okay.
I was going to do a video on it. I haven't done it yet.
Or wet embossing?
The glitter embossing.
Yeah.
I use Ranger.
Actually, you can put an embossing pen in there. You'll start to prep it, and you'll be able to use it and do it that way as well.
Yeah, I have the Ranger embossing pens fit, but the Cricut glitter gel pens can be used to heat emboss.
Really?
Okay.
Yeah, I tested them and they work, and I've been meaning to do a video on that, and I just haven't done it yet. So I got some clear.
Yeah, I'm doing these little treat bags for a little kid's birthday party.
Cute.
And I'm putting SpongeBob on them, and I thought maybe if I embossed them, it'd be easier for them to color.
Yeah.
Yeah. Stamp them in a permanent ink. And here, or if you're going to draw it, here's the Ranger embossing pen.
Yeah, I have that.
Oh, good.
Yeah,
well,
you
then
can
you're
use
in good
that.
shape. Yeah, they also come in white. I don't know.
Yeah, I have a white one too.
Yeah, I don't know what.
I'm gonna try the glitter. That's a good idea.
Melody,
It's the
am I
glitter gel
correct?
pen, Melody, right? The glitter gel.
Yeah.
Okay.
Evelyn?
Melody, am I right in that the gel pen leaves a slightly finer line than the Ranger?
Yeah, I think it does. And you can use the colors, so you can use clear embossing powder, and then you'll still see the glitter gel pens.
Yeah.
Can I ask
Donna?
the live video? When do you do that class?
I don't know. Maybe Thursday.
We decide about a week before.
No, I don't even decide that. No. Some days I decide that day what we're doing.
Yeah.
No.
Tuesday I have the the Easter wreath that I did today, I'm going to cut that out and put that together. So maybe Thursday I can do the embossing.
Are you talking about the Learning Live video?
Yes.
Oh, that.
That's what she's talking about.
Usually we schedule those a week ahead of time and we put announcements in the Learning Live video group. That's not a consistent every Wednesday.
And we also put it in the Facebook Messenger group.
Okay.
So we get into that Facebook group, like Melody said, I forgot about that discussion. Go where it says chat or whatever, so that it puts you in the group, and sometimes it'll make you wave, like it does this thing like wave to, you know, and then you're part of the group.
Okay. I'm just going to go into Messenger at the minute.
You gotta go, everyone. I'm taking Corey out for his birthday. Have a great day.
And
thank you, Angela.
Happy birthday, Corey.
I'm going to have to get going too.
Yeah.
Melody,
yes.
Can we schedule a class for next Thursday, the 14th?
That would be great. Oh, wait, let me look.
No.
Something's popping in my head.
Mallory says no.
I think there's something.
Can we
I don't.
schedule one for?
I'll be out of town. I'm gone to Corpus Christi.
We've been doing them on Tuesdays and Thursdays. I don't know that that's important.
When would you like to do it, Melody? You don't want to do it next week at all?
I don't know. Let me look at it at my schedule and see. I know March is really busy, but we'll get a date.
You know, there.
I think I've joined it.
I don't think Thursdays are good.
Well, we can do it any day.
Yeah.
Tuesday, Wednesday, whatever.
Let me look at my schedule and make sure with Callie, because sometimes she keeps things on my schedule, my assistant, and see. I don't want to commit right now.
I could be going on my road trip on Friday, so as long as it's not Friday.
Okay.
No, we don't do it on Friday.
No. Monday, I'll decide on Monday. So Evelyn, message me. Evelyn's the one that gets the dates.
I'm just going to get my granddaughter and let her sit to see her.
So Evelyn, message me on Monday and we'll choose a date.
Okay.
Alrighty.
We got to see Don's.
Can I still say I'm still holding out on my maker? I'm still waiting for them to come out with a darn lilac.
I think they will. They haven't told me, but they have all the other colors, so I think they would. They came out with mint.
I am refused to buy one until I get my color.
Oh, look at the baby.
Oh my God. How old is she?
7 months.
Oh, she's adorable. Look at those eyes. My God, she's got huge eyes.
Isn't she beautiful? But I'm biased.
Yes, she is.
She is beautiful.
The cheeks. I'll get my hands on the cheeks.
I know. Yeah.
Say hi, Scarlett. Hi,
Oh, Scarlett is her name? Oh my God, how darling.
That's beautiful.
Beautiful.
Hi, Scarlett. What are you doing? So cute.
Where's all these people come from?
Hi, Scarlett.
She loves the fan in the room, so she keeps looking up.
Oh my God, she looks like a Gerber baby.
Yeah.
Okay, I love it. I need to run. Happy crafting. See you next time.
Bye, Joyce.
I think we all gotta go.
Yeah, I think we will see. Well, we'll be in another video before then, but the Patreon video will be the second Saturday. Yeah.
Saturday.
Second Saturday. I've been live since 9:30 this morning.
Right. She's gotta go eat
And it's
something.
2.
Take a nap.
Sheila, if you're still on, Sheila, I hope you feel better.
Yeah, take care, Sheila.
Yes.
She left to go take her meds.
Thank you, everybody. I appreciate you all.
This was a great call.
Yes, it was.
Lots of
Thanks,
nice
guys.
new people. Really happy. Everybody.
Bye, everybody.
Bye-bye.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye, Scarlett.
Bye. Say bye.